Hey YouTube, this is Comic Hall. This is my first time posting a video. Always something that I liked watching on YouTube myself, just seeing what other collectors bought and have purchased, talking about books they've gotten, action figures, the whole nine yards. Figured I would try a similar video. Not used to posting on YouTube, so probably going to be a little shaky, holding this with my hand. It is done through a camera phone on my iPhone 7, so sound may be dipping a bit, and I apologize if the lighting is bad, but it's a work in progress. First book I want to talk about today is Sonic the Hedgehog #1. This is a book I've been looking for a while. I was a big Sonic the Hedgehog fan as a kid, and wanted to get a couple of the comics just for the nostalgia factor. There's a couple Sonic #1s. There's this one, which I believe is a mini series, and then there's one that we'll get to here in a second. I don't know. I love it though. It reminds me of the cartoon that I used to watch as a kid, starting Jaleel White. Reminds me of the video game, of course. This book, not certainly not mint shape. Probably more like fine, very fine. But for $5, you can't beat it. Brings me to the next book, Sonic the Hedgehog #1. This is the second #1 that I mentioned earlier. This book is in real nice shape. It's nice and white. It's crisp. Probably about a very fine. I think the difference between the two is the first one is a mini series. This one is an ongoing series that started in '93. Like I said, the book is nice and white. It lays flat. No real flaws except for something that's on the back cover. Luckily not noticeable when you're displaying it here in front though. Another one that I wanted for a while, again, just due to the nostalgia. Loved the character as a kid, always wanted the books. This one cost me a little more, got it on eBay for about $40. Maybe more than I should have spent, but for a book you wanted to add for a while, $40, what's that, right? Up next. This is a book I actually got off of a local collector. It's another one that I wanted for quite a while just because I love the cover art. It's a tremendous cover. I love the purple background with the rainbow bridge that Thor's standing on. The poses of Surfer and Thor are fantastic. Nice thick book, just like those early Silver Surfers are. Not bad shape. It's certainly, again, it's not a mint condition. Probably leaning more on VG fine. Would be a little bit better if it weren't for these stresses here. A little bit of a discoloration. One over here as well. But the inside's nice. For the most part, it lays pretty flat, and not bad for another problem with these thicker books is they don't stick. They don't. The covers become loose due to how heavy the book is. But this one doesn't have that problem. It's pretty firm. Next one is actually one I was a little disappointed with when I got. Incredible Hulk 449. This is the first appearance of the Thunderbolts. The fellow that I was speaking to, I met him through Facebook on a trading group. He told me that the book was near mint shape. He sent me a couple of pictures. The pictures ended up looking better than what I got in the mail. He told me it was near mint, probably more like fine plus. The reason being is you can't see it in this shot, but there's some pretty dense stress marks on the spine of the back cover. There's also a dirt stain right here, right above Hulk's head, and also another one right over here that's a little bit faint. It's a little disappointed, but the good news is I only spent $12 on it. So first appearance on the Thunderbolts, $12 isn't so bad. Up next, Suicide Squad #1. The black on it is really nice. There's no color breaking or anything. The movie, I wasn't crazy about the Suicide Squad movie at all. I thought they did a great job with Harley Quinn, but I was actually impressed with Deadshot the most. It's interesting because I'm not a Will Smith fan. I'm not crazy about his work. I loved Fresh Prince of Bel-Air as a kid and still watch the reruns now, but aside from that, I'm not a Will Smith guy. But I thought he did a fantastic job as Deadshot. It made me really interested in the character, so I picked up a couple of Deadshot books, through Batman and things like that. But wanted to give the old Suicide Squad series a try. This is their first ongoing issue of like the modern Suicide Squad. It's not their first appearance, but this is kind of what inspired the movie. Like the cover, I like the black on it. Like I said, no color breaking. There's a couple of stress marks here at the top, but aside from that, I'd probably say it's about a very fine minus. Um, Again, not bad pickup. It was on eBay through a seller. I actually got a couple of books from him, and paid about $19, so I'll take it. Up next, this one I was stoked about. Showcase number 23, the second appearance of Hal Jordan, who of course is the Green Lantern. Great book. I mean, not the best shape, but what do you expect for a 10-cent DC book, right? Like I said, it's the second appearance of Hal Jordan. Love the Green Lantern character. One that I didn't really read a whole lot as a kid, but as I got in my teens and got older, I started reading more about him. Thought he was interesting. And second Hal Jordan, I mean, that's huge. And the deal I got on it is even better. Like I said, it's not. You can see the stresses along the spine. Cover's a little bit loose. That corner is in rough shape. There's that stain there, and that, it's almost like a tear. But for the most part, I'd say it's probably good condition, maybe good minus, a 1.8. But considering what it is, I think it's a great pickup. Back cover's nice, inside pages are decent as well, no tears or anything, it's complete. I was pretty happy about what I paid for it. It ended up being about $110 after shipping on eBay. Another Green Lantern book. Green Lantern number 16, the first appearance of Star Sapphire. Love the cover to these old Green Lantern books. I love the title, just the design on the title. It's great. Another early Hal Jordan, Green Lantern 16, 12-cent book. There's a stain there, but not too shabby. Probably 3.0, a good, very good, roughly. Again, back cover's nice. Inside pages are complete, no tears. Another purchase on eBay. Probably worked it to be, if I remember correctly. I think this one was about $100, maybe 105 with shipping. Another great Green Lantern book. I actually got a couple more Green Lantern books. Maybe we'll look at those in another video if this goes well. Up next, Marvel Superheroes number 18, the first appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, as you can see right there, but good condition, $50. All things considered, you know what? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I were to send this off to get graded if it came back a bit better than good than what the seller explained. He says it's good, and I like when sellers do modest grading. I certainly don't think it would be much better than that. I'm not expecting to send it off to CGC and get it have it come back as very fine or anything. But there's a stress there. There's some stresses there. But again, it's one of these thicker books, and it's very well attached. It's nice and thick. There's no pages missing, nothing like that. Like I said, I'm not expecting that it would come back as very fine plus or anything like that, but maybe a 2.5 or a 3. Another great deal. Like it says $50 on it. I actually think it was less than that because I think it was a best offer. It ended up being about 35 or 40 or something like that. I didn't really mind getting it in a lower grade, and the only reason I did decide to do it was because I've got the first appearance of every Guardian with the exception of Drax, and I wanted to kind of complete the set. I had first Rocket, first Groot, first Star-Lord, first Gamora, but didn't have the first appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy themselves. So I figured for cheap buck, why not? Up next, getting into the slab books now. Batman number 686. Sorry about the glare there. Like I said, I'm getting used to this stuff. Batman 686. This is a second print variant cover. Stories by Neil Gaiman, and the art is by Andy Kubert and Scott Williams. Cover itself is by Andy Kubert. Book really isn't worth much. To be honest, I don't know why anybody bothered to send this away to get slabbed. It's like an $8 raw book. But I like the cover. I like Neil Gaiman. And this is another guy on Facebook locally who was in the trading group. And I ended up getting it for 25 bucks. I figured, you know what, for $25 slab for a cool cover, that's not exactly going to break the bank. So, decided to pick it up. Up next on the slab books, CGC 6.5 Marvel Premiere number 15. First appearance of Danny Rand, the Iron Fist. Oh, this stuff's starting to fall here. Give me a sec. There we go. There we go. First appearance of Iron Fist, Danny Rand. Great cover, CGC 6.5, so just above a mid-grade. I'm posting this video on, what's the date today? March the 6th. And we're just a few days away, about a week or so away from the Netflix series, so I thought it'd be a nice pickup. Pretty nice shape overall, great cover. I do have a raw copy that's about good condition 2.0 or so I'm thinking I'll just keep that as a reader and keep this one as my display copy. Cool thing is, we worked out a deal with the seller that we know. He's a great guy, and I got this one. I got this one as a tie-in deal. CGC 8.5 Iron Fist number 1. It's a story that's continued from Marvel Premiere 25. So what happened was the Iron Fist Marvel Premiere books went to number 25, and they decided to give him his own series. So it continued into Iron Fist number 1, where he, as you see here, Iron Fist versus Iron Man. Great book. Again, sorry about the glare, but it's an 8.5. This is another one that I had a reader copy of and wanted to replace. The total combined for the two of them was probably about, I think it was about $450 or $500. Real cool book. So yeah, if you guys want to leave the comments, let me know what you think. Like I said, I know this is a work in progress. I've never posted anything on YouTube before. So I know it's going to be probably a little shaky. That glare there probably pissing everyone off. I honestly don't know how to edit. So if I screw up, you're going to get to hear about it and make fun of me in the comments. But other than that, thank you for watching. I'll hopefully post more in the future. Thanks. This has been Comical.